better. I feel clear.
Shalom, shalom. Right, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kodash. We want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders, the great millstone who taught us his truth, and say peace, mercy, and blessings unto all the hopeful elect out there. All right. The name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. And that means he exists, or he is the be. The name of the Son is Yahweh Shai, and that means he is the deliverer. Right? And we are the Hebrew Israelites. There's 12 tribes of our nation. All right. Today we're being so called by bywords and proverbs to how do we truly are. All right. But we're the Israelites, man. It's coming out in these last days. You know, just had I think it was Iran team up with Africa. All right. And also alliances are being formed between Africa and Russia, which links up with that military coalition of Ezekiel 38. So as you can see, we're right at the tip of the iceberg where all the prophecies are lined up and everything's getting ready to hit. But the mark of the beast, you know, you got Elon Musk talking about Jesus-like abilities, things of that nature. So we're here, man. Everything's at the door. You know, you say something?
Yeah, man, like through those miracles, they deceive men. That's what Revelation 13. You know what I'm saying? So you saying that, like you said last night, we at close, we at that time. You know, if you see that other cat, that general dude that was on the news, and he got like they seen like a hole in his neck. He got like they said it was a mask. See, mass deception going on. I'm sure you. See,
Okay, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? See, Esau, he getting sloppy. You know, getting sloppy, man. You know, he reaching.
Yeah, there's a lot of deception going on, bro. You get Second Thessalonians, I think it's
211.
sorry, Mendo. Sorry. It says we're all
Deceiving niggas.
yeah, because that's what's going on, you know. Because we look at you know, if you really look at what's going on, man, there's a lot of you don't know what's real anymore. You got AI taking over, so you really gotta have discernment. Then you gotta imagine that or ponder that they're gonna come out with Project Bluebeam to try to fake the second coming, and they're already telling you that there's four categories of angels. That there's one that looked like a reptilian,
Yeah,
one that looked like a praying mantis, and one looks like the white man.
man. Yep. Come on.
So that's setting you up for Jesus.
Yep.
So they see, oh, we told you, one of them looked like the white man.
So, because that's why you got a lot of these Christians too always saying, "Oh, those UFOs are demons. They God's enemies."
Yeah.
So they've been had set that vibration out, that propaganda out for a long time. So when you can, so that's why when we tell them, no, they angels, they black. Like, nah, man, they fallen angels and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one of them happens to look, and that's what you call he's a liar, he's a devil, he's a deceiver. Deception is his main tool. One of them happened to look like exactly like Jesus. Come on, man.
That's crazy. A lot of people gonna fall for it too, right? The book of Second Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 1. Now beseech you, you brethren, thereby the coming of the Lord Yahweh Mashiach, by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by the letter, as from us, as that the day of Yahweh Mashiach is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
Yeah, there's been a falling away, man. If you look at times like 70 AD, that's actually what it's talking about. So you have 70 AD when the Romans came in, Titus Vespasian, and they sacked Jerusalem. And to commemorate that or to dedicate that, you have something called the Ark of Titus, right? So how was that falling away? And also, you follow it again. You can say 1492. Christopher Columbus. You can't forget what happened to the indigenous people, so-called Native Americans, Cubans, Puerto Ricans. They slaughtered them, man. Conquistadors, conquerors. You know, so you have you have what's called the other slavery. The other slavery is what happened or what the indigenous people went through dealing with the so-called white man, which he calls manifest destiny, which according to the Bible is the blessing that Isaac gave Esau, the sword. He's swinging that sword. You know?
Let no man deceive you by means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first.
So that falling away happened. It had to happen. You know?
That first, and that let's start again. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed.
Man of sin is Esau, Edom. So-called white man. Right?
You know what I'll be doing too? A lot of times I go down to the breakdown. I Google the breakdown. What's the breakdown? I did that with my last lesson, yo. The breakdown, AI overview, be on point. Be on point. Be on fucking point, man.
For the most part, it be on point.
Yo.
You know?
I was like, yo, I did a lesson a couple of days ago, and I was breaking down, like, I think it was Jeremiah 15 and 2 Ezra 16 and 15. Man, it was talking about this place to the T. How he put the perverse spirit on. It was talking about the president, man. How he got the leaders swaying off, going off, and deceiving the people. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, you can't tell me this ain't a real book, man.
Yeah.
Even AI overview know this. Come on, man. AI overview is a demon, but they said the devil no saint no sin on scripture too.
Yeah, and also Howard Shai said the spirit is subject unto this.
Yep.
So we know how to use it and then make it tell us the truth.
True. Yep. Yeah. And I was like, wow, I was mind blown. Word. The son of perdition, who opposeth exalted himself above all, that is called Yahweh.
So he put himself above the Most High. And how is he doing that? You know, because he may not come out and say, or he might do slip up and say it sometime, I'm God, I'm as God. But he's doing it by gene splicing, genetically modified foods, chemtrailing, depopulation. This man is telling you that there's too much people on the planet. We need to do something about that.
Yeah, we got to decrease the population by what you said,
By
9 million, so billion, a million.
because right now it's over about 8 billion people, but they want to take 8 billion and knock that to under 500 million. That's a lot of people.
They want to kill. And Howard Shai said that Howard Shai was in Matthew 24, chapter 24 was it?
Matthew, talking about he's talking about
Flesh will be saved.
yeah, I think that's the 22 actually.
22? Matthew 24 and 22. Okay, let's get that.
Oh, actually 24.
24, yeah, no.
This start at 18. Oh, that's it.
Yep, it's Matthew 20, you're right, 24, 22. The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 22. Sorry, 21. The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be.
So this is going to be the worst time it's going to be worse than the flood.
Yeah.
You know, because this age, it says as in the days of Noah, so it's going to be, it's going to be the second death. But it's not going to be with water, it's going to be with fire. But it's going to be worse than that. You know, in that time, the Lord drowned the whole world, saved 8 people. That's crazy when you think about it. That means, you know how angry you got to be. That's a position too. You know what I mean? Like you killed everybody but saved 8 people. Like, that's playing.
Right.
Just like the salvation of the elect. 144,000, then everybody else is gonna be doing that swimming in that fire.
You know, is that like you ever seen like when somebody do like murder, like somebody murdered the house and killed everybody and left that one person to survive? That's this Lord showing that person that particular spirit in their mercy. You know, so he killed everybody else in that house. The mom, son, the dad, the 2, 3 other little kids. And he left that little boy or that little girl alive. It's the witnesses, you know what I'm saying? So we the elect gonna witness mass death on the earth. You know what I'm saying? About billions of people gonna die, man. That's crazy.
They're saying what 6 months they're supposed to be a famine. You know,
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
the production of wheat is just significantly down. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that's happening, man.
Some people, I think I was listening to the other day. Somebody saying even before that, they said July supposed to be.
Yeah, it's gonna hit soon.
Boom.
I think it's supposed to run out of fuel.
You got
By the 4th of July, they're supposed to run out of fuel. And now the gas that you put in your car is breaking down your car. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on, man.
right? The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 22. Except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh be saved.
So if you wonder why the time is going so fast, because the Lord is shortening the days. I got sick Monday. I don't know if I got food poisoning or what, but man, I ate that food. That was it. I wasn't until yesterday the Lord allowed me to recover. I was just praising the Lord for saying, like, that's the spirit. The Lord allowed me to recover, so I go to camp.
Yeah.
Always happen like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll probably I ain't gonna say I haven't been sick at camp, but very rarely. It always happened like, right after or during the week. And we camp sometimes on Saturday, sometimes on Sunday. Then the Lord always had it to where I was sick the whole week, and then for camp, the Lord like, all right, go out there and teach.
Yep.
So that's a miracle.
That's basically speeding up the days because spend your time resting. Days are going, time, hours going, seconds are going past. And you speeding up that time, like skip all that because when days be long, when you at work, you doing this, you ripping and running. Lord, give you time to sit down and rest. The time go past, and when that time comes, well, can't.
And this week flew by, man.
Quick, yo. Except those days shall be shortened.
The Lord shortened the days.
Except those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved.
But if the Lord do not shorten the days, ain't gonna be nobody saved. That's how bad situation we're in. You just don't realize. The average person that's not open up to the truth, they just don't realize. You don't realize. People are starting to people are starting to realize man, all the food is actually fake.
Mm-hmm.
The vaccines they're giving us, that shit is poison, causing autism and all type of shit. So a lot of people starting to come to and realize damn, we're really in a fucked up situation. But it's worse than that. Because now with the whole data center situation, they're putting that up. So now they're doing something called, what's that called? It's called eminent domain, which means that if you live near a data center and they want to build it near where you live at, they're going to take your land. You can't do shit about it. It says, eminent domain is the government's power to seize private property for public use without the owner's consent. You hear that, man? They can take your property without your consent. So you're not free here. There's people right now that own land, but because they're putting up those data centers, they gotta move around.
That's also a cut to date because a lot of people get so pride themselves on, I own my own house, I own this. But like you said, there's coming an emergency, they can declare eminent domain to take over your house and kick you up out of it. You know what I'm saying? Move your ass right up out of there.
You only say in second entrance, they shall cast them out the houses.
Houses, yep.
Take their goods.
Goods, yep.
So all that prepping, that's not gonna help you either. Because you have to be wise to make sure you got some stuff, but you gotta know in the back of your mind that, damn, this really the Lord. So it has to be with me. You see what I'm saying? Because it'd be smart to get some gold and some silver. That'd be smart. But you gotta know that that's not gonna save you. Only the Lord can save you.
They only can give you a little, little time and space, a little bit, a little help for a short period of time. But then after that, that's when ain't gonna be nothing to trade. You know what I'm saying? Food gonna be, you're gonna have to get the MOTV regardless. Get that. You know what I'm saying? But the person that you're trading it to, what he gonna do? You can't go somewhere and trade it because the MOTV is gonna be on deck. You know?
The Russians you ain't gonna be able to pay the troops off.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna want to hear that. That's scripture say that. They don't want blood.
I was watching something the other day. It was saying like about troops, Russian troops coming here. You know what I'm saying? Gonna start coming door to door. They were I was watching some podcast talking about that. You know what I'm saying? So they already so these podcasts, these troopers, they already know about that. He was talking about that. I forgot what y'all was watching.
And why does everybody know about the mark of the beast, but Jake, but niggas?
Mm-hmm.
Israelites. The mark of the beast, they always gotta go against the grain.
Grain.
But seeing like Esau knows, a lot of people in the world, they may know that held that Jake last week.
That's what the Lord said, the rest are blind. Blind the rest of them. Close their ears, shut their eyes, man. Spiritual. They see, they perceive not. They hear, but they hear not. That's why they don't get it. The Lord had blinded because prophecy got fulfilled, so he wants them to get the chip so he can destroy them. You know what I'm saying? He wants them to get it. That's why he blinded them. Right? What? Revelation 3, chapter 3, verse 9 and 10, right? He said that you keep my patience, my suffering, I'm going to deliver you. I'm going to keep you from the hour of temptation. So that's letting you know it's not a free will thing. The elect going to be kept from it. And now the elect they're going to take it. We're going to put it on the script to take it. That's why they bucking up against this Revelation 13, 15, 16 chapter because it's philosophy. No, it's your cell phone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? See? You scan. Don't you go to the supermarket and you scan that? Yeah, you do that. But it's going to be inside you at some point. They want it to be in you.
Yeah, he wanted control. So you want to put the device in you so you can control. He don't sell it. That's why he's saying, we don't give you Jesus-like abilities.
Oh.
And a lot of people gonna jump on that, man. Especially when they start making commercials and watching YouTube. But don't be surprised the ad pop up. Get the neural link.
Yep.
I mean, you can speak different languages.
Oh, that's coming. We got the commercial already set up. I seen the commercial. One of the brothers was doing a lesson, and he showed like a commercial that was promoting the MOTV. I said they already got the commercial set up. They just ain't put it out there yet. They already got it. You know what I'm saying? They already have.
Like to bring JC out of retirement.
Mm-hmm.
Start rapping about this.
Yep. You need y'all to promote this MOTV. Because some people already got their mind thinking it's not what it is. So all they got to do is get the celebrity to promote it and see all the wondrous things that they can do with it. And that's why I'm going Jake to go out and get it. They ain't gonna push the mandate yet. They're gonna promote
You'll use the smooth words.
Yep.
But in his heart, it's war.
Yep.
He's a cunning hunter.
Yep. He's gonna get people. He's gonna deceive people to get it. Then he's gonna push the mandate and all that. Like, okay, now you got to get it. Now everybody got to subject to it.
Because the prophet's gonna be like, yo, like fuck, get away from me. I don't want to be around. You got that chip.
Yep. Hell yeah. You could be.
I think because you being tracked. Get away from me.
Yep. Like, hey, once you get that chip, we are no longer friends, homie. See, I don't care. Auntie, grandmother, mom, dad, uncle. Nah,
I don't know you, man.
Yeah.
Go down with it.
Once you get that shit, boom, did it's a rap. It's a rap. And except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. For the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Yeah, so that's why the Lord got to show the time. Because this devil, he's on a rampage, man. He's killing everything. You know, there's gonna be food shortages, wildfires, animals gonna be displacing themselves. You know,
Yep. You gotta go back to Second Thessalonians 2:11. I'll finish that one.
Yep.
What we were just talking about, that point is in there.
Hey, call all y'all about this shit. I was trying, man. That's the end. We're happy, man. We can't help it. We're talking about this for how long? You know, now we're seeing it. Come
Yeah.
on, man. We're talking about Jesus-like abilities. We've been saying that. Our apostles and the elders been saying it. But then we entered into that labor.
Labor.
We believe it. The scripture that say, I believe, therefore I spoke. So we believe, that's why we're speaking. You know, we're prophesying to the wind. Sometimes people stop, sometimes they don't. But hey, we told you. We told you, man. We told you what the market beast is. We planted the seed. We did our job. You know?
Book of Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means.
You don't let nobody deceive you. So that should tell you right there, you have to watch out because there's somebody trying to trick you. Who is that? The devil. That's why it says put on the whole armor that you may withstand against the wiles of Satan, of the devil.
It's fiery darts.
So that wiles goes into what? Trickery, deception.
Scripture says that what many level depths of Satan, many depths on him. Man. But that means it's not an ending. You always got something up your sleeve. You know, you think you got away with this, or you think you overcame this, you got another trick. That's gonna sack you right in, bag you right up. If you ain't got the Holy Scripture, you ain't got the full armor. Right? And let no man deceive by any means, for that day shall not come, except though there come a falling away first.
Right, 70 AD, 1492. And now we're at the time where we're back. We're back, baby. As I said the apostles last. You know, we've been through what is other brothers? I should tell you right there, something balls.
What the pattern you talking about?
Yeah.
Book of Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. That man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who poseth, exalting himself above all, that is called Yahweh, or that it is worship, so that he also, Yahweh, sitteth in the temple of Yahweh, showing himself that he is Yahweh.
So yes, he got a God complex. He thinks he's the most high. You know, that's why he wants to King Charles talking about what? Digital ID over there in UK. Damn, it's crazy out here. Yeah. You can feel the spirit. These people are hopeless. A lot of these people, you can just tell they're hopeless. Man. Everything is going up. They're dealing with inflation. You know, that's all I hear all day. Silence. Ambo.
It breaks through. It breaks through. You can see even on the sunny days, it's dark cloud over the city.
Yeah, you heard about all them YNs that went to the beach and fight.
Like, yeah. I heard, yeah, that's
It
crazy.
was like 300 niggas out there, bro.
I heard that somebody was telling me it's a trend going around because this happened to other cities too. It's a trend going around. All the YNs going out fighting. It's a trend. I think this happened in what, New York? It's going on in New York. I think Cali, I think Detroit, Chicago, all the cities, all these y'all YNs going around just fighting.
Boy, you dumbass niggas don't got nothing. Then you talk about that Esau's racist. You gotta look at it from Esau. You know what I'm saying? To a degree, I understand why Esau don't like you. Because y'all just go around, y'all just ruin every fucking thing.
That's hypocritical of Esau because he taught him that. He put him in that spirit to be like him. We finally came out of it. He kept putting these devices out there for us to be animals. So that's going into what? You give your brother the wine to drink. Then said that you making fun of his shit. That goes right into that.
Yep,
He did.
that's exactly what he did.
Yep.
With the whole rap music. There's a lot of where people like that's why single parent households and the rap music.
Yeah.
You know? But these niggas, you're not getting the pass either. Because that's going to come. We're in the time of Jacob Cover. Don't you know when shit pop off, Esau, man, he already got Jake's on the off. You know, he probably seen you at work or, you know.
Yep.
Most are going to put the spirit on Esau and start taking Jake's out.
Yeah.
Before that, I think before the beach fight, there was a couple of fights on Monroe. And there's always something with Jake.
Yeah.
You know, as soon as the weather get a little nice, niggas just go out and go fuck them out. You know? So when the Lord allowed Esau to, you know, do his thing, there's going to be a lot of niggas getting killed.
They're going to dispatch that nigga. That's nothing but the wrath of the Lord going to be on the troops, man. They're going to slaughter Jake, man. They're going to be laying Jake down like crazy.
Old damn guy.
Yeah. I told you that dream I had last summer, man, about that, man. And Jake was getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Jack and Jake, especially the black woman, it was doing her dirty.
I said that to the spirit, it's going to be bad in Rochester. You know? A lot of you Jakes, man, y'all got an evil eye. Y'all ain't doing that shit to Esau. If y'all don't have an evil eye against other Jakes that look like you, it's against the Northern King. You hating on the Puerto Ricans. You know? See, in high school, I was cool with all the Northern Kings. Those are the coolest people.
Yeah.
Treat you like family.
Mm-hmm.
Invite you over for food.
Yeah.
Niggas, you bite niggas, they still steal from you. You know?
I remember when I was working at Kodak, man. This was like 98, and some Ephraimite sisters, man. You know, there was church, and you know what I'm saying? They was into, you know, the other white people, you know what I'm saying? But, man, they took care of me. Man, they fed me, man. Every time they came, they loved me. They don't love you, this, that, with it. They fed me and shit, gave me turkey sandwiches. They didn't eat pork.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fed me turkey sandwiches, everything, man. They took care of me, man. Every time. Every shot. It was three. The mother, she had two daughters. Yep. It was all like it's a church. You know what I'm saying? But they took care of it. Yep. Verse 4. Who opposes exalting himself above all that is called Yahweh, or that is worshipped, so that he is as Yahweh, sitting in the temple of Yahweh.
So that's what you want to do. You want to be as the Most High. All right? That's why you want to put a chip in.
Okay? The temple of Yahweh showing himself that he is Yahweh. Verse 5, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things.
Right, prophesy, say it before it happened. That's what prophecy means. Say it before it happens. You know?
Verse 5, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now what withholdeth that he might reveal his.
So now we're in a time where Esau's being revealed. His ass being exposed. He can't do shit. It's to the point where we got other Edomites, really Edomites, man. And that's how bad it's getting, because you got Amalek hogging up the damn blessing. You know what I'm saying? Amalek is doing the average Esau, Edomite, being done dirty by Amalek.
Amalek treating the other Edomites like niggas. Not niggas.
like dirty ass stepchildren, man.
Yup.
Sitting on y'all. You know? And they call the so-called whites over here, Amalek calls you Edom.
When you go back to the history, why they like that towards each other, because Amalek's mother was a cotton bomb. She was a slave, a servant. So you already know that you ain't supposed to get that birthright. You know what I'm saying? And they treated Amalek kind of like a stepchild back then. And that's Eliphaz's great grandson, Eliphaz's son, Amalek. Yep. So they ain't treat him right either. You know what I'm saying? Because he was the son of a cotton, he was the son of a slave. Their mother, their parents, their mom was a slave. You know what I'm saying? I think a Canaanite, I think. So they didn't treat them, so they looked at, Amalek like how Amalek treat them now. So they treated Amalek like that back then. So you already could say that's that hatred amongst themselves,
Then also you got the whites over here, they calling them the synagogue of Satan.
Thank you,
Which they are the synagogue of Satan. Say they're Jews and are not, but do lie. They ain't the real people.
But the sad part about it, the funny part about it, we saw even some of them know that we the people, but they just don't want to say it. They don't want to say it.
They don't want to admit that.
Admit it,
That shit burns them up. They're like, damn.
That's why all of y'all going in slavery.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that's why Wisdom of Solomon said, how is he among the saints?
Yep.
Like, damn, how we had to do with slavery? How the hell is he? It's like, but I'm not. I thought we were. They not. We thought they were. That's that deception.
They're going to see the glory when we get beamed up. They're going to see this like, what? Oh my God. They're going to have a Fred Sanford moment. You know what I'm saying? Elizabeth. You know what I'm saying?
Coming to join you.
I want to see them bombs come, man. They see them nukes coming. It's a wrap.
That's when they're going to shit themselves.
So,
they ain't going to be able to outrun the nuke.
Mm-hmm. Verse 6, the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 6. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time.
But he might be revealed in his time. And it's time for Esau. It's been time for the thing to be exposed, to be revealed. Now we're in that time. So the veil is being lifted. Revelation. Pull back the veil.
For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work.
It was working 2,000 years ago. During the time of Paul. During the time of the apostles. All right? But now, there we at the end, it's time for him to we see who it is. Like, oh shit, is that nigga? What's the eyes? The curtain moment.
Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. Verse 8, then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Yeah, the spirit of his mouth is going with the prophets. The Most High got the spirit on the prophets come out every weekend to cuss your ass out. To let you know who you are, what's going to happen to you. You're going into captivity.
That's another cut to these white techie pastors too, because now we know it's not talking about the Christian church, because y'all not revealing the white man. Y'all love him. Y'all can worship his damn picture as God. So this is letting you know that's talking about us on the highways and byways. We consistently saying the white man's dumb, the white man's dumb. Esau Edom. And people say, why y'all always talking about the white man? Y'all make y'all whole doctrine about the white man. But the Lord just gave us a commandment right here to reveal him. He's on what? Interrogation. He's on a heavy investigation right now. You got to reveal him.
And in the hot
seat. Yeah.
Red-handed in the hot
seat. Yep.
He's Esau. So one thing that you got to learn, this whole thing is about Jacob and Esau. All right? Now, second entrance, what I said, Jacob, Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning that follows. That's right.
In verse 9, even him whose coming is after the works of Satan, with all power and sign of lying wonders. See, that goes, who's the lying wonder? His AI, the MOCB. Like he said, it's going to have ability to do what? Like Christ-like ability.
Yeah, he was proud when he said it too. He's like, he's proud of like a proud dad with children. Happy about that earlier. On that movie Upgrade, I remember seeing that.
I see.
That movie Upgrade, what happened? He got into an accident, so he couldn't move because he was paralyzed from the waist down. But they put that chip in him, he was able to move again. Basically, that AI chip took over the nigga's body.
I won't be surprised if somebody died from death. They put an implant chip and they resurrect them back with that chip. Even though it's not really him, but it's actually the AI who's able to reanimate that body back. So to show the miracle. Yeah, yup. They reanimate it. Trick everybody. Oh man, they got to be God. That's gonna be that has to be one of their final deceptions to make everybody want to go out and get it. You know what I'm saying?
That made perfect sense. Because he said Jesus-like abilities, well, one of them has to be resurrected.
Yep.
This is 2 Ezra 6 and verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the time? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followed? 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau. What hell is you speeding to at what? Not even 1:30 in the afternoon. Red lights all down the street. You're gonna get caught by one of them.
I used to say, you rushing, you're going fast to get nowhere.
Remember last week you had that goddamn Mustang?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
wild as hell just to get caught by the light.
Like, do all of that just to get stopped right there.
2 Ezra 6 and 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau. So that whole birth was symbolic. You gotta understand, you gotta put yourself there. Imagine what they saw when those twin boys came out. Imagine how Rebecca felt. But she had to go get coffee, pray to the Lord. And she said she couldn't have kids, so she was so happy, she was blessed. And then she got to the point where them kids kept fighting in the womb. And it's like, damn, man, why they don't feel, she probably felt the tension. Like, our kids ain't happy. They're fighting, they're not getting along. So the Lord tell them, like, look, two nations are in your womb. They're going to be separated. They literally had to be separated. They had to pull Jake's hand off his hill.
She probably seen that. Isaac probably seen it. He was coming out of the room. He had his hand on his hill. Like, all right. Stop now.
Jacob probably had a firm grip. Stern look on his face. He was like,
well, tight. Keep reading that.
Yeah, man, it's a beautiful story when you think about it. Like, yo. 2 Ezra 6 and verse.
Say, oh,
damn, bro. 2 Ezra 6 and 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau.
All right, keep going.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
It goes back to what? We just read in 2 Thessalonians. That man must be revealed. It must be a falling away from at the end. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be revealed at the end. He's going to bring forth the end at the last trump. You know? And it's kind of ironic. Trump, named Trump, and he's supposed to be the last president. And at the last trump, that's spiritual. Yeah, you know, if you think about it, that's crazy. That's kind of like symbolism and metaphor. Like it's all.
That's an omen.
Omen, yup, an omen. Yup, an omen. That's his name. Like name prediction. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it said Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning. So when you go right here to 2 Thessalonians 2. And he said, the book of 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of the iniquity doth already work, only he who knoweth now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
So the Most High allowed them to rule.
Mhm.
The Most High is allowing them to continue to rule right now. There's gonna come a time where he's gonna be taken out the way.
Yep. Verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed,
Then he's gonna be revealed.
and the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Yeah, because the prophets had to be woken up, had to be raised up. And the Most High to bring out his apostles, disciples, prophets, teachers, bishops, etc. We put the spirit on them to go out to the highways and hedges and prophesy. The testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. That's what we're doing right now. So you have a problem with us talking about Esau. Scriptures gets on Esau. Scripture gets on Esau and the woman. Gets on Jake too. No, we get on Jake sometimes, but most part, we get on Esau, we get on these wicked ass women. Like Isaiah 4:1, that's getting ready to happen. These women are catching pure hell, and it's good. You know? To the point to where you woman, you're gonna put some damn clothes on too. Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's coming out with that. As soon as the weather get a little nice, see nothing but ass and boobs. Get tired of it. You know, you try to go to the gym, everybody's up in there fucking naked. If that's what gym means, it means naked, you know?
Shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
That's the true second coming. When the Lord comes back, you're gonna know it. All right, you ain't gonna have to wonder. You know, it's gonna be something. It says every eye shall see him. And not everybody on the West Coast gonna see him. No, every eye. That means the whole planet. You know?
Even him whose cometh is after the works of Satan,
That's Esau.
with all power and sign of lying wonders.
That's Esau. That's Project Bluebeam. That's AI. Right? Yes, AI is a part of that. Data centers. That's
Even this religion, Christianity.
the MOTB is a part of that.
Yep.
You know?
And all with all deceivableness, unrighteousness.
That's
in them
unrighteous, man. All right? That's unrighteous.
that perish because they receive not the love of the truth.
Because you didn't want to receive the truth that was actually out here in front of your face the whole time. Go ahead.
That they might be saved.
Right, because this is where the salvation comes in. So we got it. All you got to do is hold on to it. That's where the patience, because you're suffering. You're like, man, how long? And sometimes you actually say that, like, man, how long, Lord? Like, please, get us out of here. But it's still in that. You still understand that we do have to wait. But we have it. We just got to hold on to it.
And for this cause, Yahweh shall send them strong delusion.
So you're going to get caught up in that strong delusion. You might actually believe that when they tell you the second coming, you might actually believe the shit. You might actually go and get the chip when your pastor tell you to do it. That's a strong delusion.
That should be that they believe that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness.
Yeah, because you ultimately have pleasure in unrighteousness.
Okay.
So you don't believe the truth, man. But the truth is that the so-called white man, he's the devil, he's the adversary. MOTB is the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the end of the world. It's ain't the beginning of it. Jacob is the beginning of it. But Esau's world actually has an end. Right? This is from who is Esau Edom by Charles A. Wiseman. Get right to the point on page 5. It says the legacy of Esau Edom. It says us Esau was racially an Adamite, a Semite, and a Hebrew, the racial stock of the white race. So they're telling you right there. All right, so we let you know who Esau, who this guy is, the racial stock of the white race. All right, and it all goes back to the birthright. But he sold his birthright to Jacob. All right, then Rebecca, she knew the prophecy, so she told him, like, look, go in there and get the birthright to Isaac.
He's a real idiot giver.
Yeah.
He sold it. And that's why, he'll give you something and he'll try to take it back from you. It's like he do all these celebrities, all the riches and all the millions and billions that he gave y'all. He's gonna take it back. We're gonna take it back through that MOTV, man. And y'all going right back to the poorhouse. You go back to the ghetto. You go, girl. Michael right before on next Friday. Back, that was spiritual. He said, back to the ghetto. You go. Y'all going right back. Daisy, Beyonce, all of y'all going right back to the hood, man. That would be right in the concentration camp.
Sorry to get to that.
He just used y'all to deceive Jake so he can, make his master plan work, to build prison houses, to make Jake go out here to do violence, to use the music. Yeah, and a lot of you, 2/3 of you Jakes was the perfect candidate to deceive your own people.
This is our chapter 2. It says the world's a stage. It says there's a great deal of confusion as to the nature of world events. There are mysterious political changes, sudden international conflicts, wars, peace talks. Remember when they say peace and safety, so that's when that sudden destruction will come. Financial upheavals, it's the whole straight of our news, that's what's happening. All right, but what's happening? The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. Same playbook, man. They're running the same play action on you. You think you're gonna run it, it's gonna pass it. And disasters, government corruption and oppression, problems with churches and schools, a change in moral values, the talk of a new world order.
How old this book when this book was written?
I gotta look it up.
I know it was a long time ago, but look, they actually is happening now.
Yeah.
It's actually going on right now on film. Just like when you read the King Alpha Plan, you know what I'm saying? Was it Rex 84, 34, something like that? It tells you in that, and when you read the memoirs, you know what I'm saying? It tells you everything that with the plan was set up. To let they even said about letting letting like the Northern Kingdom come in and like the cartel come in the United States and setting up, to do criminal acts, murders, so they could set up their martial law and all that. This was written 34 years ago.
This joint came out in 1996.
96? Yeah, okay.
1996. I was 5 years old. The apostle, they was out teaching.
Yeah.
So this is what? That's about 30,
36, 37 years ago.
almost 30 years, about that time. 30 years ago. This book came out. And look what they're exposing, Amalek.
And they do, and just like you just read it, it's happening right as we speak.
But what I say, at the end it shall speak. And now
Not
let's
lie.
get that. Habakkuk 2.
Habakkuk 2?
Yep. It says much of what has happened and much of what is happening in the world is being misconstrued and misunderstood by ministers and politicians, statesmen and writers, teachers and historians, all for the same reason. This book is intended to shed some light on why most are in ignorance about such things which are or have occurred in the world. In order to help us understand certain historical and current events in the world, let us reflect on what the great English playwright William Shakespeare once stated. All the world's a stage, and the men and women and the men and the woman in it are merely players. The statement is based on an obvious observation that certain people and nations appear to be acting out as prescribed roles in history, as though it was planned in a play. It is as though some persons or races or nations were assigned a character role and are destined to follow this role assigned to them while on earth. So meaning that when said the spirit of prophets is subject to the prophets. Spirit of Esau, we said maybe when it says in Habakkuk, it's not upright in it. Right? That's what stuff on one.
Who that, you know?
That's how I say it.
Oh, okay. The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon thy tower, but will watch to see what he will say unto me.
Most High set prophets on the tower, right? So that means what? They're on the level to watch over the city. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta think, in the ancient world, you know, we say it all the time. When we had the kingdom, we had to have watchmen on those towers, looking out. You watch any old movie, you'll see that. But that's what the prophets are doing. But now we're doing it spiritually, you know?
And he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
If Lord now send ladies, go to warn them. All right, hell, compel them, threaten them. Let them know this is serious business.
And the Lord answered me and said, write this vision and make it plain upon tables.
So it's plain, you know. That's why the Lord said you got to be like a child. Children, you know, they got to, you know, pick up things. They follow instructions, you know.
He may run that readeth it.
They run.
For the vision is not yet for an appointed time.
This vision is yet for an appointed time.
But at the end it shall speak and not lie.
So the mark of the beast, there's a certain time where that's gonna be you know, put out globally. You see what I'm saying? There's a certain time where the mark of the beast is gonna be implemented globally. I was my children all child.
For the vision, or for the vision is not yet an appointed time. The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set my meat upon thy towers, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Reproved. And the Lord answered me, he said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
Write the vision and make it plain upon tables. We breaking it down so a little baby can get it. We're not coming out with the big ass words in the dictionary. You know what I'm saying?
That he may run, that readeth it.
You're supposed to run to the Lord. You're supposed to run out, do the work. You know what I'm saying?
Verse 3. For the vision is not yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
But we clearly are at the end. You know, and yeah, we might sound like a broken record, so what? This is a song the Lord wants to play. So we're going to keep singing. Oh.
Though it tarry, wait for it.
Might seem like it's taking long. You might think, oh, damn, it ain't happened yet. Y'all been saying that. Nothing happened. Well, guess what? It's happening.
Because
if you're in it, you know, the Lord will show you, man. You know, the Lord will show you, like, look, see what's happening in the world. They're talking about Jesus' abilities. They're talking about famine. They're talking about war. All this is ready. So that means we about to get the kingdom. All right, we about to take this bitch over. You know?
though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come.
It's gonna come. It's gonna come when you least expect it, man.
It will not tarry.
It ain't gonna tarry. You know?
Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Dealing with Esau. The Most High gets on Esau head. He's a vessel created for dishonor. You know? Now look what he's doing to the earth. Look what he's doing to the animals. Look at the state, the condition of men and women. You know?
But the just shall live by his faith.
But the righteous are gonna live by faith. You know, just we're not walking by sight. Because you might say, well, y'all talking about some heavy stuff. What y'all gonna do? You're gonna have to trust in the Lord. You know? We ain't going to the gun range and trying to stockpile underground bunkers. You know? It's about faith.
I believe it Psalm 91 said that no weapon that should be formed against them should work, should prosper. So no matter what all weapons that he may have, if he in the spirit, the Lord gonna protect his on the hope for the left. You know, we ain't gonna bring up guns and arms and go towards head on with Esau, man. That's his blessing. Scripture's always said no man should save you. So you're not gonna save your damn self by picking up arms against this man. Now we ain't saying that you shouldn't get nothing to protect yourself, but you gotta understand, don't put no faith in that, because that's not gonna work.
Like in Esau, Edom, page 16, it says the statement by Shakespeare also has a divine significance to it and a definite scriptural basis. As much of what has happened in the world has been acted out in accordance to the Most High's word and his plan for the world, it is not by accident that certain things happen the way that they do, or that certain people act the way they do. You know, God Esau acting that way. Why? Because the spirit ain't right in him. He's a vessel created for this honor. He's supposed to act like God. He's supposed to call you a nigga. What's a dude named Chuck? Chuck, they're mad at him. He's supposed to do that. He literally programmed to do that. Y'all say they're gonna be separated. So this nigga, he's not our brother, man. Esau ain't our brother. But really, you can even call him Peg the Builder because the plot thickens. This fool was caught wearing cross-dressing fucking clothing. You know what I mean? Like the plot thickens.
Yep.
Like, so Esau is mad at himself because the Lord made him the way he is. But you mad because, you know, you got homosexual tendencies and it's fucking your mind up. Now he's some radical cowboy on a mission to, you know what I'm saying, insult Jake so that he can get views. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you got exactly what you fucking deserve, man. You know what I'm saying? Enslavement. Your ass is going to jail. You're in jail for I think attempted murder. No? Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, I've been watching this shit for weeks, man, play out on different platforms, man. You know what I mean? It was bound to happen. I think he wanted it. You know what I mean? Like some people like death by suicide by cop. I think he wanted Jake to take him out or some shit.
They just support the start. They're trying to spark a race war.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to do. Because now you got some Amalekites that got kicked out of the court out there protesting, talking about, y'all need to come down and support on some other nigga like he got kicked out of the court. He was at his own hearing or whatever.
Well, there was another copycat. Did you hear about the other one? Was the dude he was getting gas in his grandma, or some dude called his grandma? He put gasoline on and burned them? Oh, yeah. So some Chuck the Builder copycat, like you said. He tried to do what he's doing, and then the dude burned his ass right at the pump. That's some crazy shit, bro.
Check this out. This is on Isaiah 19:14 overview. Breakdown. It said, describes Yahweh's judgment on Egypt, illustrating his supreme control over the nations by causing Egypt leaders to give foolish, contradictory counsel. Yahweh made the nation spiral into chaotic self-destruction behavior, acting much like a person staggering, slipping them in their own vomit. The verse breaks down into three key theological, historical concepts. So, right? So he said that the Lord has me, the word spirit, right? And Yahweh is actively pouring out the spirit of guidance or confusion upon the nations. Meaning in the ancient biblical theology, human arrogance and political blunders are sometimes attributed as judicial blindness sent by Yahweh because of Egypt heavily relied on wisdom of its nobles, priests, and advisories. And to maintain global power, Yahweh punished their pride by rendering their brilliant minds completely foolish. Right? They have caused Egypt to err in all her works, a dominial effect of systematic failure, meaning because of the leader's advice was flawed, everything the nation's attempt to do went wrong. Instead of solving domestic and foreign crises, the government policies only worsened the country's economic, political, social standing. That's going on right. That's Isaiah 19:14.
Lord's doing.
Yeah.
Lord doing all this. Like you said, start a race with it. And Esau, see what Esau, he gonna try to be subtle. He gonna try to make Jake, he gonna provoke Jake to make it, you know what I'm saying, seem like, okay, it's a, what is that, what's that saying they say, order out of chaos. So he want Jake to be disorderly and say, hey, we got to go in here and send in, you know, just like they did with all the riots, the Watts riots.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Watch this.
LA riot.
As a man, he said, as a drunken man staggers in his own vomit, the concept of graphic symbol of utter helplessness and shame. Meaning, Isaiah uses this harsh, offensive imaginary to contrast Egypt by past of glory with her current state, just as an intoxicated person completely loses coordination, balance, and dignity to the point of rolling in their own filth. Egypt was portrayed as reeling from its own poor choices. The nations were utterly unable to find a way out of this self-induced chaos. That's going on right now. So he prophesied about this place going to the president versus my bad.
It's on Willie D channel. It says, charge to build a copycat, tag the antagonizer, died at the target elderly black lady. Some crazy shit, man. The dude was talking to this lady, calling her a nigger at the gas station. Her grandson put gasoline on the nigga, burned him, and now he's on the run. Grandma turned herself in. I was watching it the other day.
Oh, Lord, about you.
That's some crazy shit, right? That's some crazy shit. I mean, I get it, but Jake gotta get out his feelings, man, because now, even though, well, they do say it's a law, that's why Chud getting charged. They say in certain states, certain cities, the laws vary, but you can't antagonize nobody and then claim assault as a victim if you antagonize them. Because cops been called, well, Chuck actually called the cops a few times. And the cops kind of had their hands in their pockets like, look, you can't be going around calling people, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Agitating people and then get punched in the face and now you're playing victim. That's against the law. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, he probably wanted to go to prison anyway because he liked that. You know? So he gonna get what he wants. Now he got a murder charge. Yeah. Whole life gone.
He trying to ask for that bill. He been putting on celebrity boxing matches.
Yeah. For bail. He trying to get Aiden Ross to get him up. You know? This is back in who's Esau Ian. It says the plans of God and the providence of God revealed in the Bible are at work in the world. Thus, the Bible is actually much like a script for a play. Don't call it a script. You actually got to read the script to best your ability to apply it. Yeah. You know, from you more reading and praying for understanding and discernment, you see who the wicked is. Like, oh yeah, this man ain't gonna be saved. But yet you always got people what about their life, what about the other people. They just extras in the movie. Just be happy that you're Jacob, man. Like, damn, we've been down for so long. You know, you finally about to win. You try to save the oppressor. Stockholm. I was about to say that. That's basically what it just falls back into. Jake just been so defeated. It's like the whole mentality of you can't beat him, then I might as well join him because I don't see no other way out of it. You know what I mean? And Jake, I got Hosea 4:1. Hear the word of the Lord Yahweh, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. Now, check this out. When you look up that word controversy, it means case at law, right? So, we probably all been in Esau's courtroom, but it's going to come a time where Esau, you're going to be in the Most High's courtroom. And we're gonna throw the book at your ass. You know what I'm saying? Daniel, and the books are open. Yeah. You're going to be judged out of this book. Yeah. Every soul has to go forth to the Father and be judged at the judgment seat. You know what I'm saying? For what you've done in these bodies, man. And we're the witnesses. And we're telling and right now we're, testifying, witnessing, praying to the Most High, condemning this man, cussing him out. Yeah. And we're going to the fall, like, look what's happening down here. He's building data centers. He's claiming that he's God.
Right.
He's devouring us. He's poisoning all the damn food. You know, we're sighing and crying.
Yeah,
You know, we always sick and shit.
yeah. Now I'm just gonna say the dead and the quickened is sighing and crying. It says your brother's blood cried out from the ground unto me. It says the saints are asking, when Lord, when are you gonna, you know what I mean, revenge us? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So dead or alive, Esau can't get no rest, man.
Yeah, even the ones of us that have passed away,
Yeah.
they up in the spirit world signing and crying.
Right.
They praying for the ones that are down here now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So that's heavy. So that's a heavy, like, I guess, annoyance for the Lord. Because he hear it. He just, you know, it's an appointed time. But, the evil,
Yeah.
the evil's going to have to get, it's prophecy. It's just, a couple more prophecies have to play out. But the Lord hear it. But it's like you hear your children keep asking, hey, can I get a bag of chips? Can I get a snack? And you be like, you don't want them to have it. But finally, after so long, you be like, all right, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead. All right, brother. All right, man. Okay, the Bible. His name's John. That's crazy. But you know what I'm saying? But here's a little more. And it reads Hosea 4:1, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land. That's why.
And look at this place. Is that true? There definitely ain't goddamn mercy here. Now if you're an Israelite, you ain't gonna get no mercy. So you better, y'all be on the straight and narrow. That's why applying the scriptures is key, because it teaches you how to use wisdom and to navigate the society. Because if you think about us, if you're Jake, you're already playing the game on like hard mode. But then if you're in the truth, you're playing the game on nightmare mode. The hardest difficulty.
Wow.
You gotta stay spiritual. You can't be carnal.
Yeah.
You gotta think. You crash out, you just end up like doing life like Chuck Dugan.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5. Before I formed thee in thy belly, I knew thee, and before thou comest forth out of thy womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
That's right.
We just read right there about it's a stage, it's the world is a stage, and we are characters. So when he was in the heavens, Heavenly Father already told us, like, if this is what you want to do. Gave us the script already, gave us the rundown. So it's like, so this is what you're going to do. Nothing else but what I programmed you to do. That's why sometimes you may have desire to do certain things of the world like everybody else, but then for some reason it don't work out for you. Because it wasn't meant for you to have, that's not your lot.
You know why? Because the spirits, the prophets are subject unto the prophets.
Yep.
That's why we're doing the same thing we was doing in our past life.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing really changed but the scenery.
Yeah. He said that too. He said, you shall prophesy again before me.
Yeah, again.
I mean, he told that to John.
Yeah.
He told the disciples, you shall prophesy unto the uttermost part of the earth. It's like you said, location.
Future prophecy.
Proverbs chapter 4, verse 26. Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand, nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil. So he was already ordained, if we the hopeful elect. He kept you out of many times that you could have been shot, going to jail, kept you fully not going into the streets fully. Well, he kept you from whatever you wanted to be, like, a football player, or, he kept me from being, a rapper or a street dude myself. He allowed you to dabble into it to get the experience, but you're like, no, enough of that. I'm gonna pull you out. I want you to go straight. No more left and right for you. Just going straight. I had you experience that for you know what evil is, so you would know what it is. So you know how to be a good judge, because how to be a good judge, you got to know the other side.
You know why too? Because every brother got their own testimony.
Yep.
Every brother got their own testimony to help another brother coming in that they sins might weigh him down. They be like, damn, I'm unworthy. I don't done so much dirt. How they say in the world, ain't no way in hell. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no fucking way the Lord You know what I'm saying? Gonna have mercy on, you know, a wretched soul like me. But then, you know what I'm saying? Somebody can attest and say, hey, brother, I wrestle with that. I came up out of that. You know what I'm saying? You know, my rap sheet, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It ain't the prettiest.
Yep.
You know?
Read that again, Baba Shaw. But
it says thus the Bible is actually much like a script for a play. That's right.
because when you watch certain movies, the movies always start off that star of the movie always play a part like he's struggling in the beginning, then down the line he discovers some power, and then he prospered. You know what I'm saying? He stopped, you know, do what he needed to do when he was sent out.
It's like a great underdog.
Dog,
story.
yeah, girl, yeah, it's underdog story. That's what it is. Not, you know, the first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
I was watching a story like that earlier. That shit tripped me out. It said this one black kid, he like into the card tournament. He never played like freshman before. He entered his first time, won.
Wow.
And he didn't even have the best cards.
That's great.
You know, it's shady. Hey, Lord, you know, that's crazy. Like, the Lord really be having Jake do
Yeah.
crazy, amazing stuff, man.
Yeah.
He played against, I think he played against like 24 people.
Yeah.
He took home the trophy. Everybody's all mad. They, you know, he's a racist. They could call him a nigger, so they called him autistic. This is their way of calling him a nigger.
Yeah. It's a byword. It's a byword. But they got a new thing that's going around. I mean, it's been said, but they're using it in place of calling out like black people. So they'll say the usual suspect.
Yup.
That's been making its rounds on the internet.
That too, yeah, we see. Yup.
You know what I'm saying? You know, but why Jake is the usual suspect? Because you put us in predicaments that have to kind of, you know, those that are of a weaker mind. You know what I'm saying? That only know how to steal, kill. What he said in Friday. He said, I don't kill, I steal. So there's different levels, but some Jakes, that's all they know how to do. I ain't making excuses for them, but I'm just saying that, you know, I mean, it's cats, you know, we see gray hair, they still on the corner. They're from 30 years ago. I said, God damn, bro. Like, old school.
Yeah, some of them say this, man. That's all I know how to do.
Yeah.
They make money, but they don't know how to put it into a business or do something.
Invest it,
They just,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is all I know how to do.
Clean it, yeah.
It says, it is a writing or type of manuscript from the Most High about certain people and events. It should be noted that the word scripture means anything written. Webster says it comes from the Latin word scribo, meaning to write. The word script comes from the Latin word. It means the same thing. The word scripture, as used in the New Testament, is the Greek word graphe, Strong's 1124, and is derived from the word grapho, which means to write or describe by writing. Goes into the chip too. That's going to hold a lot of writing
Information.
like
information.
your medical records, your birth certificate, the social passwords. That should annoying too, right? Oh, got to change your password. Shit.
Right. Yep. The book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 18. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself. Thou shalt find favor before the Lord. Verse 19. Many are in high places and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. See? So we only have to, you know, we the meek. We understand this. You tell a Jake or somebody out in the world about this is like scripture, no free will. This is the actual movie. They ain't gonna believe that. You know what I'm saying? Because they are not known to believe that. You know what I'm saying? Just like in a movie, you gotta pretend like the camera don't exist. You know what I'm saying? I heard that's hard. Every actor said that's hard to do.
Yeah.
To make to act and make sure that you got to act like that camera's not even there.
Yeah.
Pretending like you in the actual real world.
See,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really makes sense for them not to think that they are got free will.
Yeah.
Make them think that they do got free will.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, but that's a problem with our people too. Jake so damn hard headed, he gotta see it to believe it. You hear people say that I see it when I believe it. I mean, I believe it when I see it. You know what I'm saying? But our people got a real hard time dispelling that, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially, and they be the ones that go to Christian church. I heard some Christian, so-called Christians be saying that. Oh, I gotta see. I said, wait a minute. I thought you said you had faith. Cut them with that. Like, oh, I do. No, you don't. You just said out of your mouth that you got to see to believe. You ain't on making that look. I try to tell them that they look at you with a smile. You know they don't. You know they don't. All in the book written by a man. You know they got so many religions. That's what they say. I'm like, no, you confuse yourself. You know?
They can't help it.
Yeah, they
You
can't.
know, they really can't help it. The Lord got them.
This moment.
Busy Gillespie mode. Yeah.
You got the spiritual wandering in the forest for 4 years. That's them. You know?
The blocks they move forward.
Right. Exactly. What they call it, the concrete jungle. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit happening out here, man. You know what I'm saying? You be getting yourself into a whole bunch of shit. It's easy to get in, but it's hard to get out. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of snares.
Snares, traps.
You hear about the beach fight?
Where, here? The beach fight?
Yep.
God damn, no.
Like 300 YNs.
Yeah, but that's going to happen. That happens every year. If it ain't at the Lilac Festival,
That too.
it's in the malls. As soon as it get hot, I mean, we did it because it's like the last day of school. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers start fighting and shit.
Yep.
You got beef with a motherfucker. You don't want to get suspended throughout the year. You wait till that last day.
Yeah. It's a trend going on now. I just heard about the other day. It's a trend going on. A lot of YNs, because they doing that shit in New York, Chicago, Cali. A lot of YNs going places to start fighting.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Some of them, I think, at the Freak Meet or whatever they had, Black Biker Weekend, we had the YNs running out with their choppers out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? With their stickers out, like walking around in packs.
yeah.
That's why niggas don't die.
Yeah.
You know, you saw love that shit. That's just justifying racism of him killing.
Exactly.
You know? Was that more in Jose?
It was a little more, but you know, I mean, I was done with that precept.
That's something.
No.
Yeah. Second and 16.
Yeah, so let me read part verse 2 though, because it goes into it says this is Hosea 4:2, and this is what these people are doing. This because it says no knowledge of the Most High in the land, right? Ending off.
We had like the one dude, the real name is Jesus. You don't have no knowledge of the Most High.
Oh boy, yeah, a couple weeks ago.
You know that nigga.
Yeah. It says by swearing and
And
lying.
when you go to court, they make you swear on the Bible. You swear in.
Right.
You ain't supposed to do that.
Yeah.
You know, and lying, you know, there's no truth. So what's the opposite of truth? A lie.
Right.
You know?
Right. And killing and stealing. I just said killing, stealing. And committing adultery, they break out and blood touches blood. See, that's unclean, man.
One touch of
Wow.
blood. That's going into black on black crime shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shooting your own brother.
Yeah, blood in, blood out. Type shit.
Blood, you know, your own brother. You see him, you want to put him to death.
Yeah.
What's that dude named Julio? You heard about that
Yeah.
situation?
Oh man,
They said we gotta get that sweat equity.
yeah, it's four. I think it's 4 of them, 3 or 4 of
I
them.
think it's a girl too.
Her too. Yeah, that goes to show you right there that the 13th Amendment is why it's still in effect because they're looking for modern day slaves. What he says, they look like he's young enough where we can get a lot of work out of him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I thought that shit was AI for a minute. I'm like, they really up here talking about this man's life, this young man's life as, you know, as a slave.
Yep.
Sweat equity, you know what I mean? You get a lot of sweat equity out of them.
They've been doing that. They just being blunt with it.
What was that scene in remember in the scene in Life
Yeah.
When Martin and man,
Murphy.
he was about to shoot. They got older,
Yeah.
and he was like, because Eddie got his watch. And he was,
You got his daddy watch.
yeah, he was like, well, at least the state of what is Georgia, Mississippi got 30 years of free labor out here. And then the other, the warden, I think, shot him.
The other white dude, he believed it.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
didn't believe Florida race.
yeah.
Race, Claude.
Oh, you saying nasty shit, right?
That's a crazy.
I used to watch that movie every day. I can watch
That's a good movie.
Man, I can watch that all the time. I was in the movie theater seeing that back in
That movie don't take away the curses.
Yeah,
Because Martin's character, I forget his name. He had a decent job.
He was a
Ray.
banker.
Frank Clark.
Claude. Ray was the other dude. Claude was Mark Lawrence.
Well, okay.
Clark had a decent job.
Yeah, he was
Bank.
an accountant.
Yeah.
Got messed up with rape. Fucked the whole life up.
That's
I
it.
told you. I
That
was talking about
$2.
that. Talking about my daddy watch one more time. Fuck daddy watch. He said, "Can I get them nigga pies?"
Right.
How much you go for nigga pies?
So you better not even say watch. You better say
Yeah.
little clock.
Yeah.
Funny ass movie, man.
They can make a part 2 off of that
They
still.
thinking it.
They can do it, man. That's a good move flick, man.
It says sweat equity is an informal term for the unpaid time, physical effort, and expertise someone invests in a project or business to build its value.
Slade, that's gonna put them on the chain gang. They do. They still got that down south.
Yep. That was in the movie.
Yep.
That was in the movie Sinners too.
Yep.
Remember they drove by?
That was a, how you say it, like Easter egg, something to that effect, kind of show you that.
Yeah.
He was talking about it. He said, you know something? He said, I know all of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's damn. Even they do that up here because I remember when I was with Palmer's, when we went way out. I seen that
Yeah.
the chain gang out here. I said, yo, they got that shit out here.
Yeah.
I seen that shit.
Yeah. Or what they call it nowadays, work release. So they'll let you go out. You see, that's be them fools cleaning up the highway. On the side of the road, they be on the highway picking up trash. They be from the prison. They'll let you go out. You know what I'm saying? It's part of your work release program. You know what I'm saying? To re-assimilate you back into society. That's a step closer.
Yo, I was tripping when I saw that, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was with Palmer's, but I seen that they had on the striped shirts and
Oh,
everything.
wow.
And they was out there, had chain, they was out there
Yeah.
digging. This is way out. I said, yo, they
Right.
got this shit out there. I was like, that's some shit you see down south. They got
Well, I was just gonna say that down in Louisiana, the Angola, that prison, that shit's
Oh, yeah, I
still
heard,
going on.
yeah. I
Heavy.
heard about Angola. I heard about
You know what I'm saying? That's a crazy prison right there, man.
those they call Angola like Africa.
Yeah,
Those they call Angola.
yeah, man.
That's one of the worst ones in the country.
Yeah.
I was bugging when I saw that, yo. I seen that shit.
That one in Arizona too, where the warden was making the inmates wear pink because they were so-called having a stealing problem. But that's a gay fetish. You got motherfuckers wearing pink. That's just to demasculate you.
That's Esau.
You know what I'm saying?
You give them all type of shit to turn
Change
them out.
their DNA, their hormones.
You get this is Jeremiah 2:14. It says, is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?
Right. Hey,
He disobeyed the Most High.
right.
That's why we're in this situation.
Right.
But we let you know the good news is that the tables don't turn. We say it all the time. All right, how you say, the first shall be last, the last shall be first. So we know what? The first came out red. All over, like a hairy dog. You know? Get that, started, let's see,
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you.
So that's that Jacob trouble. So all you niggas want to go out and start fights and get drunk and do dumb shit. The burning wrath is kindled over you. You know? What they got, incinerators, ice. I heard they purchased incinerators. They separate the men from the woman. You know, it's all type of shit.
Right. The guillotines wasn't enough.
Yep.
And they shall take away certain of you, feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols.
That's those concentration camps. You know,
See, that's the MOCB. For you to eat, you're going to have to take that to eat. You know what I'm saying? Right? Verse 69, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision, and the reproach trodden underfoot.
so if you give in, you get down, they just gonna fuck you up. Most gonna put the spirit on you, dog you out anyway, pretty much. It's a lose-lose situation. Now you gotta go through that, and you gotta go through getting loot. You know?
For there shall be in every place in the next city great insurrection.
So that's all throughout America, right?
Upon those that fear the Lord.
Oh, you seen that video the brother put up about you care for your family?
Oh yeah, I seen that one.
Something like that. Because I think it was an AI video, but it said, I'm sorry, Dad.
Yeah, I seen
Turning
that.
them in for a reward.
That's
Some crazy shit, man.
the ICR video. Yeah, I seen it.
Some crazy shit.
Mm-hmm. They shall be like madmen, sparing none.
They ain't gonna, you know what that means? That means they's gonna be lame. They ain't gonna ask questions. They're gonna be like Chris and Snoop. They're gonna be calm with it. You know, you ever seen that show, The Wire? Oh, they'll drop the motherfuckers. They ain't gonna put you in no, it's gonna be his bodies out here. They ain't gonna care. You don't have time to bury him.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be out here.
They shall be like madmen, sparing none. But
That means old, young, men, women, babies, women that are pregnant. You know?
Maidens, virgins.
still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
You're spoiling, I mean you rob and take it. Say a man should have no pity on his neighbor. I'm also going to Revelation 12:12. Great crowd.
For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses.
Yeah, so that means that, eminent domain. Like different executive orders, things of that nature. Nope.
Then shall they be known who are my chosen.
Right, because at that time the Lord is going to lift up a standard. And also the elect are going to be standing stiffly. So it's going to be made known, like, okay, we can't, something about this one. Because even when they came to get the Lord, what happened? They used their power to knock them back.
Yeah.
Like, I could fuck y'all up.
Not only that, Peter set it off. He chopped one of them fucking ears off. You know what I'm saying? Ready to go to war, man.
Lord stood up like, who seek you? And they fell back like, oh. He's like,
No.
That's like how you said it, who seek you. That's all like so Jacob said. That's all like a Jacob said.
Right.
Seek me. Seek me.
Hard deep. Oh, man. They felt the power, like,
Oh, he got that voice too, like wild bassist voice.
Yeah.
It's like loud speaker.
give me orders.
There you go.
I don't know if I'm correct, but that could have been like one of his last miracles he performed before he got crucified.
What was that?
Huh?
What was that? What do you do?
No, when you say, he pushed him back.
Yeah.
That could have been one of his last, shows of power before he got crucified.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's kind of glitchy. It says that then shall be known my chosen. He showed his power a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Because and then he threatened him. He said, if this was my kingdom, my servants should fight.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That go into the kung fu movies too, because they ain't touching you, but they just poof, and then everybody just fall back from you. You know what I'm saying?
But they call it Qi Gong, and they showed you in that movie 36 Chambers.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when he tried to go to the 36th chamber?
Yeah.
And he was just a beginner.
And the dude did like that to him?
Yeah, he was asking him. He was like, it was like they was reading off like scripture, but they was going over their daily monk manual.
Yep.
Speak, and he asked him a question. You know, he came up all, you know, green behind the ears. He like, I want to learn Kung Fu. He was like, huh? And he asked him the question. I forgot what he said. And he said some stupid, I think he said, I want to learn Kung Fu. He said, oh, and he flew back. He got scared like yo, let me get him out of here.
What was that?
Yeah.
That's a whole nother level. Right?
Yeah, he said it. He told his and he set him up. His the guy that was over him.
Yep.
He was like, "Yo, whatever they're doing in there, they're not doing kung fu. There's some other shit going on." They started laughing.
He wanted to start from the beginning. He wanted to start from the top.
Yeah.
Like, nah, so he had to go in that room. He's like, he bopped them with that. Like, that's another level of kung fu right there.
But it went into how Jackie Chan was saying, maybe with Jaden Smith in the Karate Kid series. But it started out where you just like sweeping the floor, wax on, wax off, and he was like, "Yo, when am I going to start learning karate?" But in the one with Jackie Chan, he was telling Jaden Smith, he was like, "Everything's kung fu. Everything you do is the scripture. Everything you think about that happens in the world is the scripture. Everything is kung fu."
That's why I said wisdom flowing through all things.
Yeah.
So that's why, you know, some people say, well, you watched that in the movie. But you don't understand, we watching the movie filtered into the spirit.
What's the old saying?
Movies like The Matrix.
You know, get a spiritual eye on it.
In time, I've been watching that a lot.
But what's the saying? The saying goes, or the question, and the answer is the whole, does art imitate life or does life imitate art? You know what I'm saying? Art imitates life because you can't have art without having a platform, you know what I'm saying, to learn from. Even with the different styles of Kung Fu, they learn from the monkeys, the animals, the tigers, the eagles.
The scriptures say that. Ask the animals, they shall teach.
They shall teach.
So everything, like that's perfect example. Everything goes back to the scripture.
God.
Wisdom flows through all things.
God.
You know?
God.
All right.
You know, and they can't get them, they fell back. Like,
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's so imagine, because when they come to get 2/3, they just gonna be out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like when you look at how he grew up, he started out, his first miracle was what? Turning water to wine. I think that was his last miracle, his last little show of power when he pushed him back before he got crucified. I think. I don't think nothing else happened, you know what I mean? But he just gave himself up.
Yeah.
At that point, he just let, like they say, I'm gonna let the ghost go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I lay my life down, no man take it from me.
Yeah.
Letting them know I could kill you if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you. That's what, like you said, that was his last performance.
Performance. Yeah.
So I could take y'all down. Plus, they were scared.
Yeah.
They were scared.
They was really scared.
Yup.
Yeah.
So let you know, like he just said, like nobody shall lay my life down, nobody take me. Let you know I'm getting you.
I'm blessed. Exactly.
That's how it is.
Exactly.
Like he told Peter, he said I have to call reason for my father. Like,
Yeah.
I can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Don't get it fucked up.
And how we say that's how Jake talk too. Like, man, I call all my people right now how this shit done down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Niggas don't want none of this. I have to make one phone call. I know how my people do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Jake talk.
That was beautiful, man. Yeah, he gave up the ghost, man. He just surrendered. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, he was dipping and dodging
No,
through the synagogues, and
now he was actually disappearing in thin air.
you know what I'm saying?
They were trying to chase him the stone, he was gone.
Yeah,
Vanished.
yeah, yeah.
Even when he came back, they were saying that they were seeing him at the same time over here, like different places. And he was in one spot, it's like you right here. Somebody else seen you on the west side, but I'm looking right at you.
Yeah.
And they said he was doing stuff like that. I'm like, yo.
Well, it shows you in that particular scripture when he transfigurated as Abraham and Moses.
Yep.
It was. So when they was looking at him, you know what I mean? They saw,
It was a hologram.
You know what I'm saying?
That's technology.
Say there's so many miracles, the world couldn't hold the book. But if
Yeah.
they could capture all of it,
Yeah.
it'd be like, it'd be a lot.
Right. Right.
Oh,
Right.
the world couldn't hold the book.
Yeah. I would like to know where you was going.
So we don't know everything, but we want stuff we do got. Like,
In due time, brother. In the kingdom.
you know, like,
Yep. For there shall be every place and in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
you know, they gonna come against the Israelites. Persecution. You know?
But they should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling, destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses.
So that's gonna happen. A lot of people that are prepping, they're gonna get their goods taken, they're gonna get their house taken.
Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire.
The ultimately elect are gonna be protected. They're gonna go through
Much
that final
tribulation.
that final test.
Yeah.
Very bad. The final test is ultimately you know, which not everybody gonna be with the guillotine. Are you know what I mean? You might not have to be a martyr. You know, that's just might you want to run. That money running man. No? The brothers, yeah. There's no more. I want to put it back on.
Yeah, I had a scripture. It was going with what we was talking about earlier, but I think it's read worthy. This is Ecclesiastes 10:7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
That's not a global person. Right now, Esau's in the prophecy. That's what it's talking about.
Yeah, because right now, you know, we're suffering. We have to see, you know, our gold, our diamonds, you know what I'm saying, be held by, you know what I'm saying, you know, this devil, man.
I'm sorry, but you see King Charles?
Oh,
Nigga,
the crown, yeah,
that's our shit.
crown jewels, exactly.
You know what I mean? He had all our that belonged to the tribes, man. Put you up there like you royalty. You got
Exactly,
swine.
exactly.
She like it's too heavy for his ass. Like break his ass
all
off.
this
You
shit.
ain't even looking at
Right.
Yup. He about to give up the ghost. But no, that was a lot of the precious stones that was taken out of the continent of Africa, if you will. But there's that's why they show you that in what's that movie? Wakanda. Remember when they broke into the museum? But there was a lot of artifacts, and that's like real shit though. They got a lot of artifacts, not just gold, but like art, like you know what I'm saying, different vases and things that's worth millions of dollars.
You gotta think too when we 70 AD when 100 million Jews had left before the destruction. A lot of times they carried a lot of they where it to Africa too.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So a lot of that stuff came from really from Jerusalem. It's just that they just when you got captured and took it,
Yeah.
you know, they took all that wealth with them. You know what I'm saying? We put our wealth in the caves
Yeah.
and certain dignity at the hiding. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? From the other African tribes too, because we had hands stealing from us, going to war with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that stuff came from Jerusalem too as well.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Ultimately, it's ours overall because the earth is ours and everything in it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Even you people, especially you white people, but all the heathen. You know what I'm saying? You belong to us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Verse 74. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same.
So let you know, like yeah, it's about to happen, but at that time, that's when I'm delivering.
Yep.
With that one ended, give all praise and honor and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Shalom.
Shalom.